and Chiara Mura, and also Gianfranco Madeddu and Paolo Dini. Caspita. They are going to speak about Sardex. You know, it's a trust-based, self-organizing, circular model of credit for local development. So whenever you want. And don't forget to sign. Each one of you who gets into the camera, you have to sign one of those. Okay. Otherwise, you won't be on air. Okay? Okay? Please,
I can do after?
Afterwards.
Okay.
Don't forget it.
Yeah. Where is brother? It's working?
No, I'm afraid that it's not the one. I don't think you can govern it from there.
Okay.
Can you?
No, that's for that.
Okay.
That's for, sometimes you can, but at this time I don't think. So this is a PDF.
Yeah.
What is it? PDF. Okay, then we'll do Control L, and there we are. So you want to do it yourself? Okay.
Yeah, probably it's better. Second is easy. So, Sardex was found in 2009 after the subprime crisis to give a solution to the credit crunch problem. In fact, the goal of Sardex is reconnect the actor in the local economy using trust. To do this, the Sardex solution is a complementary clearing system designed for the SMEs, based on a unique account with the function of for the exchange and not for the storage of value. So the model works without interest, without transaction fees, with instant payment, and with the non-convertibility with the euros, but the value of the Sardex credits is equal to the value of the euros. So this means that 1 euro is equal to 1 Sardex. Because Sardex is a different type of money, I need to explain how this works in 3 different phases. The first one is the creation. In the Sardex model, the creation of the money is linked to the exchange of goods and services. We cannot have the credit creation without a debit creation. It must be equal. So you can see in the model that the two members decide to buy goods and services from the other one, and we have the creation of the credits. The second one is how we spend this money. This is an example, is worked like euro. So the credits goes to the member with the goods and services. In this other case, we can see that the member 3 have a negative balances, but the 2 balances is not equal. So it remains a part of the credit, and then we try to get to the equilibrium of 0 balances, but we don't reach. So how we destroy the money? Because we create, and the system must go to 0. This happens when we have 2 balances with the same account, with the same value, but with different sign. So we can with the exchange, we can destroy the money. So you can see we have both of members have the 0 balancing. So the system is in equilibrium now. If we look to the balances of the network, because Sardex is based on SMEs networks, we can see that the sum of the positive balances is equal to the sum of the negative balancing. So the means is 0 in all the structure. I want to give some numbers of Sardex. The Sardinia network, starting from 2010 to 2016, have generated 175 million of transactions for 350,000 transactions made by more than 350,000 members, plus the personal account. But there is more. Starting from 2014, we decided to replicate the model in the rest of Italy. We already done 12 times. But a more interesting number is the velocity of the securitization of the credits. It goes 12 times faster than the euros. Why? Because we design a currency that is based on the exchange of goods and services. So members are engaged to exchange the services and to use the money. Now I want to show some graphs about the growth of the transaction volume and the number of transactions and the numbers of the members. It's interesting to see when the network reaches the 1,000 members, the other two lines try to increase faster. Why this happens? Because the networks have different businesses from all the categories, all the structure of the economy. So we reply a sort of the small part of the economy in the network. So we have the possibility, we have the goods and services to satisfy the needs from the members. But as I already said, Sardex is a trust-based system. And how we create the trust in the system? We make constructivist learning process where the two key players are the broker and the CTAs. The broker are post-seller consultant who reach a commission to his work because they manage the supply and demand network. And the other one is the CTA, that means a community trade advisor. His role is to create the network. So both of them work to overcome 3 different types of buyers. The first one is a sociological one to take over to give the knowledge to the members that the unique account is an instrument to exchange, and not based on use the money to the storage of value. The second one is more a technological one based on the online phases. In fact, all the payments are made by digital payment system, so online web apps. The last one is an economic one. In fact, the business model is based on annual fee paying euro, and the trade-off between this fee and the benefit to use the instrument in Sardex. So both of them, the brokers and the HTS, work to create this self-organization network process of growth. But to understand better the process, we must go over and thinking about the infrastructure of the network can also be explained like a Gestalt. Gestalt means infrastructure is static and dynamic at the same time. And when the broker can activate like a cultivism, the network in a top-down position, and the member of the circle can cultivate the network in a bottom-up position. If we combine these two aspects, we can interpret the network not only as a technical infrastructure driven by a digital payment system, but also a socio-economic network. In fact, if you combine these two aspects, we have a social-technical structure by a self-organization network structure, where the 2 big variables involved in the self-propelling dynamic of the network growth are the endogenous behaviors made by the members in the bottom-up perspective, and the other exogenous way, the action made by the CTS to create the network, the brokers who have the possibility to management the network in the top-down position. These aspects are the underlying process in the business, in the learning process, and the driving force to create the trust relationship with the goal of the whole system. But to explain in more details, I want to go inside of the business process that we have. In fact, the first one is the vetting part, where the CTIs give the first information to the new potential member. I also make an assessment to evaluate the potential goods and services can sell the new potential member to the network. Also, how much the network can give to the new potential member. This valuation must be equal because we must respect the mechanism of differentiation of the credit creation. The second phase is called the welcome call, when the broker follows the new member in the activation of the online account based on an active learning process, and also drive to explain how to use the platform to make digital payment system, also to research a new member. Also, in addition to this, he gives the context for new customer service, creating the marketplace in the network for the new potential, the new member. The second phase is the online phases, where the member is now active in the network and have the possibility to create social interaction and commercial interaction in the network. The last one is the renewal one after 1 year. If the member decides to stay in the network, it's because he has economic benefit, but also he understands the value inside of the